Families living in the Rhondda say they're horrified that dozens of headstones have been smashed up after a working men's club decided to clear it to sell the land.
The graveyard is on the former Ainon Chapel site at Tonyrefail. The stones are part of a memorial garden and well known by townspeople who say they're amazed the landowners could be so insensitive. Jane Solomon's reports.
The stones had stood for more than a century in memory of those who once lived in Tonyrefail. In less than a day, they were smashed. The Working Men's Club next door owns the land and says the stones look unattractive to potential buyers, so they brought in the bulldozers, to the horror of those living nearby.
It's just absolutely disgusting. It was a Welsh chapel and my auntie and uncle were deacon and deaconess of the chapel, and it is holy ground, and although it's been bought by the club, it is still holy ground, and in my eyes it's just sacrilege.
To have this just pulled down without them even trying to find the relatives. There's so much technology in the world with the internet, and they just couldn't be bothered just to just go on the internet and just see if they can find at least one or two of the people. And it's something that I thought I'd never see, and I'm praying to God that I never actually see it again.
The stones are regarded by many here as part of the town's heritage. They stand next to a playground and the graves lie undisturbed below.
The sight of so many broken gravestones is obviously emotional, but from a practical point of view, if any developer wanted to dig up the site, the Ministry of Justice would be likely to want any remains that have been here less than 50 years to be exhumed and reburied elsewhere.
The club's secretary confirmed to us they want to sell the land and that it has planning permission for a commercial property. But the area's councillor thinks they've been grossly insensitive.
Now, if my little one was lying there and they had vandalised her gravestone, I would be up in arms. And I'm sure the people of Tonyrefail, as they get to know what's happened here, the club will have to answer for this.
The council says it will assess if repairs are possible, but the cost would be so great it looks as though stones that once stood like soldiers guarding the town will lie fallen. Jane Solomon's Wales Tonight, Tonyrefail.